"I'm glad that you think CrossFit is magical," said Mr. Water with a grin. Rachel and Kirsty let out a sigh of relief. He didn't realize that they were talking about the fairies after all. "We're planning to go to an exhibit this morning," he went on, handing them a Craftsweek brochure. "A local artist told Sarah Stashley is showing a collection of paintings at her house. Why don't you come with us? She's teaching a drawing class in her garden. You could join it." "That sounds like a fun thing to do on a sunny day." Kirsty nodded in agreement. So do the girls hurried into the tent to pack their bags with the right equipment. They picked out 2 sketchbooks and filled their pencil cases with colored pencils, erasers, and pencil sharpeners. And then they helped Mr. and Mrs. Water wash and dry the pans and plates from breakfast. "Time to go," said Mrs. Water, checking her watch. "The drawing class starts in 10 minutes." They zipped up their tent and headed across the meadow. Rachel and Kirsty raced each other to the gate and then waited for Mr. and Mrs. Water to catch up. "We need to keep a lookout for goblins today," said Rachel. "I bet Jack Frost has ordered them to hide the fairies' magic objects carefully." Mr. and Mrs. Water joined them and led the way down the road to Sarah Stashley's house. It was a pretty little cottage with pink roses around the door and honeysuckle trailing around the window. The front yard had been turned into an outdoor gallery. Paintings hung from the trees and were propped up in the flower beds. Everywhere the girls looked, they saw beautiful art. "These roses look so real," said Kirsty, gazing at a painting that dangled from an apple tree. "I feel like I could reach out and touch them." Sarah Stashley obviously draw things from her life, said Mrs. Water, looking around at the flower-filled garden. "She must be an amazing gardener as well as a talented artist." "Her whole house must be an art gallery," says Rachel. She pointed to a sign painted on a piece of driftwood. "More paintings this way." The arrow was pointing into the house. "Shall we go inside?" Mr. Waters suggested. "Is it all right if Kirsty and I explore a little?" Rachel asked. Sarah Stashley's garden was the size of a small park, and the girls were eager to look around. "Of course," said Mrs. Water. "We'll see you later." Rachel and Kirsty found that the garden was full of wonderful secrets waiting to be discovered. They saw a clear stream gurgling across the garden, over a watermill and under an old stone bridge. They even spotted a sign pointing the way to a garden maze on the other side of the bridge. "That sounds fantastic," said Rachel, remembering the other magical maze on Rainspell Island where they had met Fern the Green Fairy. "I love mazes," Kirsty said. "Should we check it out?" Rachel was about to agree when she saw a group of kids following. A young woman to a grassy spot next to the bridge. "I think that must be the drawing class," she said. "We'll have to check out the maze later on. Come on." They ran over to join the others and took a seat on the grass close to the bridge. The young woman was standing next to an easel, and she smiled at them. She had bright green eyes and brown curls that flowed over her shoulders. Her long skirt was decorated with a chain belt, and her feet were bare, except for a silver ankle bracelet. "Welcome to my driving class, everyone," she said in a warm, rich voice. "It's wonderful to see so many kids who are interested in drawing. I'm passionate about art, and I believe that doing arts and crafts makes people feel calm and happy. So let's get started," she smiled. Please take out your pencils and drawing pads. I'm going to show you how to draw a lifelike rose. Kirsty opened her bag and put her hand inside, then she let out a little cry of surprise. There's something inside my bag, she whispered to Rachel. I felt it fluttering against my hand. Rachel just smiled. It wasn't something, it was someone, she said. Look. She pointed, and when Kirsty looked down, she couldn't help grinning from ear to ear. Annabelle, the drawing family, was smiling at them over the edge of Kirsty's bag.